Good morning everybody and welcome back to Meadow Green Farm. So today we have a lot of activities to complete. This is what I like to call an inflection day on our farm, where we stop growing and we move on to getting prepared for winter time. So we have a number of activities to complete, starting with grading our gravel road just a little bit where the rain has washed it out in the last 2 months. I'm going to grade this road with a bucket on my tractor. I do realize that grading with a bucket on your tractor on a gravel road is not the ideal thing to do. I completely understand that. But I do not have a box blade or a land plane for the tractor, and I do need to make the road a little bit safer for people to travel on, and we need to bring chickens up here, 2 batches from the house. So I need to make it safer for the tractor to travel up and down with chickens, so we're going to use the bucket. We have Cornish Cross, our last batch for the season at the house. They need to get on pasture as well as some laying hens. Once we get them up here, we need to move our turkeys. They've clipped down all the grass and they're getting huge, so we'll show you those girls in a little bit. They're absolutely adorable. And then we need to bring up some water from our house and supplement the rainwater collection system, because we haven't really had any good rains in the last 6 to 8 weeks to fill up the rainwater collection system. So it's lasted us this far, but I need enough water up here to at least last us another month. So we're gonna fill an IBC tote about halfway up, dump it in the rainwater collection system and call that good. So it's gonna be a lot of work today, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So stick around, enjoy the video. Let's get to work. These little boys and girls right here are about 6 weeks old, so that's typically about the time that you want to bring them outside. Make sure they're all feathered before you do, but with the hot weather that we've been having, even if they weren't all feathered out, we would be totally safe to put them outside at this point. So this chicken tractor we've actually brought over by our garden, and Jacob's kept one little chick from his 4-H program. Her name is Velvet, and she's been doing some really good work for us in the garden, keeping the pests under control, or at least trying anyways. We tried to put her in with our other layer chicks, but she is just extremely docile, and they picked on her real bad. So we thought, you know what, bring the chicken tractor over here, that way she can go in the garden whenever we're in the garden, and then we'll put the little teenagers in with her, and she should be pretty good with them. So let's get them in the chicken tractor and see how she likes her new friends. Miss Velvet's trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. She was a bachelorette for a week and a half.
And now she's got friends.
All right, so we emptied out the compost. This bin right here, Gabrielle is taking all the good compost out of that and she's busy spreading it in the garden. She's got a little bit of assistance from Velvet today, our nice little Orpington hen. But we went ahead, shuffled all these piles right over. We're getting some absolutely beautiful compost out of this year. Mostly just chicken manure and shavings, but as the season progresses, we're adding a lot of greenery from the garden and this stuff is just turning out amazing. So we've got the last bin right here. This is where all the new stuff goes. We've got this all cleaned out. We got rid of all of our Orpingtons in the barn and it's time to actually clean the barn out and bring all the shavings over here. So this is where we're going to be putting them. So let's go ahead, we'll grab all the shavings in the barn with the tractor, throw them all in the bucket, bring it on over here and dump it. Oh, Reba, what are you getting into? Apparently she likes poison ivy. There's a whole big vine over there and she just ripped it right off and started munching on it. She's eating poison ivy. The other two are having bath time down here. Well, the turkeys are getting bigger and they've done a number on the grass underneath this tree, but my plan of putting them under this tree to protect them from predators I think has worked. So it's that time, they need to move. We're going to be moving them down into this area today. Still in the shade, got plenty of grass, partially underneath the tree. So this is going to be tricky. Usually the way that you do this is you want another section of netting. You would set that up over here. You would open up this section into this section, get them into the new section, bring over the solar charger, the turkey coop, the food, water, and everything, and then close up the new section and take down the old section. But we only have one piece of netting, so this is going to be interesting. I got to think about this for a minute and figure out how we're going to do this. All right, so this is exactly what I was looking for. Not only were we moving this downhill, but we actually tried to rotate this, or we did rotate it. So the opening to the fence is right here, right in line where we drive down to feed Doc in the morning and at night. So this is perfect. It's gonna save me a little bit of time in walking around in the morning. They do have a little bit of shade underneath the tree. We just gotta get their food, water, and their roost in, and these girls are all set. They're getting pretty big. I'd say they're probably around 10, 11 pounds now. We were just talking about weighing them off camera, and we're gonna have to see where they're at right now, see how much longer they have in here before we process them. All right, we got the solar panel all in. We got our ground rod right in the ground. Everything's wired up. And they're enjoying life over here. And it's starting to rain, so that's perfect timing. All right, guys, so if you're still watching the video, I just want to say I appreciate it. Between watching the whole video and hitting the like button, those two things right there, those help us out the most with the YouTube algorithm to get subscribers and help our channel grow. So we really do appreciate it. We've been waiting this entire year for this moment, or at least I have, for fall to come, for the weather to turn, and myself to have more time. The focus of our channel, hopefully in the next couple months, is going to be putting out several videos on the fencing on our property. We spent all spring, part of this summer, clearing out fence lines. We brought in some heavy equipment and some friends to help, but we've put several hundred man hours into clearing out these fence lines, and we're at the point now where we can start putting everything up. We have everything that we need. We have the time, we have the weather, and it's go time. If you want to watch that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you along. Thank you for watching the whole video, and I hope you have a great day.